Alright, go.
What's up, cherry tomatoes? Welcome to the Tomato Sauce Podcast, the podcast for rich tomatoes. Got it right.
Yes. After how
Fifth
many?
take.
Yeah, every week around this table, us, Rich Tomato, bring a topic each and discuss it among ourselves.
No, we do our best.
And we do our best.
So-
You know us by now, Zach, Shane, myself, Kim.
Yeah. We can stop saying that probably now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
just put names.
we've got three
name
topics this week.
tags.
Shane, you've got
Best fast food.
good topic.
Great topic.
Yeah, so we're branching out from we're doing a lot.
We're going to the general topics
things. Something that you guys.
What's the
could
best
relate
fast food to eat
more.
when you're gaming?
No, just fast food in general.
When you're making the games.
when just like fast food.
Just fast food.
What is
Game of Grub.
What is the best
And
kind
then
of fast food?
I will be talking about.
Mountain Dew.
Well, I'm going to bring up what is better, episodic TV, like episodic content, or traditional movies. I don't know.
Episodic content. Or
So
like 1
just
hour
better
and a half
naturally.
Which is better, TV, movies, basically.
thing.
In
Yeah.
what term though? Like in terms of just
We'll get to
storytelling?
that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that, guys.
Zach?
My topic is I don't have a topic, so I'm just going to leech off these guys.
Yeah. Be on
and
reach.
help discuss.
Potentially he might have a topic.
I might think of a topic later and then come out just like surprise both you and these guys with some random questions.
Kim, before you put this up on YouTube, can you just put it through After Effects and put like a big stock photo of a leech over Zach here? Just like put it over his area.
Nah,
It's a big
that's
leap.
a lot of
and I'll
effort.
actually have like stock photo every time.
No, like motion
Really
track it.
unprofessional.
Motion track the leech's like mouth to his face, just like completely transparent, so it looks like do a really good Photoshop job every frame.
Nope. Alright, good.
No, I'm not doing
That's going to be happening now. Okay,
No.
leech face. Good.
So-
all right, we can continue.
Shane, would you like to start?
Oh, okay. So this is a topic I thought of like 5 minutes before starting.
Yeah, that's good.
We're talking about fast food, talking about eating,
Talking
KFC
about-
and stuff.
Talking about
And I want to know what the best
Food.
fast food is for you guys. What's the best fast food that you just love to eat and you just keep going back to it?
well, for me, I
Yeah, leech, go
enjoy.
ahead.
Shut up. I enjoy my Asian fast food.
Okay, good.
So I like to eat. I'm always going back to Hanichi.
Are we classifying as that fast food?
I think so because, like we were saying before, the fast
Okay,
food.
let's
is
go.
like-
What is
What is
fast food? What do we?
Let's bring this back to
The question.
to the origins
Yeah,
of
The
the question.
Yeah, go.
fast food
The
origins.
Arkham origins.
Yeah. So we know traditional fast foods: McDonald's, KFC, Hungry Jack's.
But what makes them fast food?
I'd
Is it the
define
fact
it-
that the food is fast? Because there are plenty of restaurants
that aren't fast.
there are plenty of restaurants that serve food
Fast.
relatively quickly.
Yeah.
It depends on like what you're ordering, really. But
Yeah.
like is like a fast food place something that could be in a mall, in like a
Yeah.
food court area, therefore classified as fast food? Is a fucking salad bar fast food because that's like you're
Yeah.
serving yourself within 2 seconds?
I think fast food has to be someone else makes it.
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
definitely
but
has
like
to
you
make
can
it
have
for
a fucking sandwich bar, right?
Yeah.
And then they make you a nice healthy sandwich.
I think
within
these days-
within a minute.
I think the definition of fast food has changed in terms of like,
definitely.
what they serve. Like, it doesn't have to be healthy anymore. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be unhealthy. It can be healthy as well. It's still fast. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
What I define fast food as is there's a bank of servers, like 5 or more, just like standing in front of you, and you can go to either one of them, talk to them,
What
and
about
get
Subway,
a
then?
meal. And you can see the kitchen in the background.
Yeah, well,
Subway. Subway's one person.
Subway, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Is like a lot of fast food places have that like the one till, but then they've got that
Multiple stuff.
Whole
That,
bar.
they got that
Yeah,
bar,
yeah.
that line.
But you're
where
watching the
everyone
food
can
getting
sort of
made.
Line up and
Yeah.
then sort of talk to the artists who make the food for.
But there's essentially more than one server because they're all like standing and wait for other people to join the line. And
yeah,
then
if you
serve
classify
it.
servers as people who sort of talk
Yeah,
to
they're
them
serving
and
you.
make the
Yeah.
product.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not paying them directly, but they're still serving you in terms of their food.
Right, so a fast food outlet is something that makes your food in
Relatively
how
quick
much
time.
time?
Let's say you
10
order it.
minutes max.
No, that's
I would say-
that's,
I
that's,
would say
that's
5.
way- that's way
5
I
max?
would say 5.
5 maximum.
5, yeah.
yeah.
If you're not getting it in 5, okay, maybe it's busy, sure, but like
Okay, if you're going to go
5 to 10, 5 to 10,
to 10.
5 to 10 minutes. If you're not getting your food,
and even before 5. Like,
Yeah.
If it's so 0 to 10 minutes essentially.
Okay, if
pretty
you
much
went
up to 10 minutes. If you're not
Up
getting
to 10 minutes. if you're waiting up to 10 minutes for your food and you get your food within that time frame, technically that's fast food.
No, actually, I got a better definition. Okay, if you order a meal, a drink, and a side it gets there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to order the drink or the side.
You don't have to get the meal.
Just the meal. Yeah, just like
Just like any
The content of food you're getting.
No, good.
any food.
I'm glad we're going this scientific about fast food.
Yeah,
That's
any
good.
So it's a
food
whole topic.
that that you're ordering comes within the space of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fast food.
Yeah.
Because it's fast.
Yeah.
Good.
So
We've
now
clarified
that
that.
we've classified
As you were
what fast
saying,
food
Hanaichi.
is, Hanaichi can make me
good.
a crumb chicken Japanese curry within the
Hanaichi
space.
is that Japanese place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
You know what
Jap-
Hanaichi means?
Japanese curry. You tell me.
Yeah, Hanaichi is, I'm pretty sure it's 71. It just means like 7-1. Not even 71,
Oh
it
yeah,
just means 7-1.
Ichi is one.
I'm pretty sure Hana is 7. Yeah, Rochi is 6, Hana is 7.
Ichi ni
Yeah.
sanchi, Roku, Shichi, Hachi.
Yep.
Kyuju, Hachi being 8.
Going back
Oh yeah,
to
81, so it's 8-1. Like 81 isn't
But it's spelled like Hanichi. It's not
Hanichi.
Hachi there.
It's, yeah.
It could be just the combination.
No, Hana. I'm talking about Hana. Hana is 7,
No, Hana's not 7.
isn't it?
Is it? I don't think it is.
Rochi,
Ichi,
Nano is 7. I think Nano is 7.
Shich.
Shichi.
Can we just go back to the topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not the Japanese lesson.
Yeah. So Japanese lessons hit up my channel.
Japanese food. I get a crumb chicken Japanese curry within 30 seconds sometimes. Like
wow.
it's like
Yeah, it can be
comes-
quite
like you
really
order it
fast.
and it just comes straight out.
Yes, that's
cool.
And then it's like piping hot. Pour your curry powder on it and you're done. So that's definitely fast food, and I keep coming back to that because it's so goddamn.
It's good. It is good. That's one up. That's up there. Definitely up there.
and it fills you up, and it's nice and warm.
You always
especially
get
on
the
a
regular
cold
size,
day.
don't you?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No need for this the large.
I think the small is just
much.
ridiculously
Small. Yeah, small is just too small.
It's that big.
Regular is like, although sometimes I order the regular and then I eat it, and then like towards the end, like I'm just hitting that point where it's sort of like overfeeding myself. Like,
'cause of all the rice.
overfilling. Yeah, it's all the rice and
Yeah.
the sauce.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like just at the end, I'm like, ooh, yeah. But you know, most.
But then you're finishing. You're like,
but
yeah,
for
no.
most- yeah, I finish it up anyway, and you know, I feel well fed, and that's what it's all about. in the
Yes.
end, feeling well fed. Anyway, so that's my
Yeah.
choice. What about you guys?
I was going to say there's like a Thai place just behind the house, really, which has really, really good stuff. But they're more of a restaurant, so I can't really like
you
by our
can-
definition.
I think also at fast food,
However-
there should be a chain as well. It should have multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be another.
Like McDonald's,
added
Hanaichi has multiple places
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
So yeah,
if it
has to be
is a chain, if it gives you your food within
Yes.
10 minutes, multiple servers, fast food.
all those types of things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Everything adds up to those.
Yeah.
a while ago I used to go to Guzman and Gomez.
Guzman Gomez. I say Guzman Gomez.
Guzman Gomez. It's like a Mexican
But there's
joint.
like a wine.
There's a why, but no one really. Everyone just says
Because
Guzman
when you
Gomez.
go in-
It's like a chain fast food Mexican joint. Like not the
GYG.
not the greatest,
GYG, yeah.
not the greatest
Yeah.
Mexican
Oh,
stuff.
No, it's alright.
It's the best
not
that
bad.
this city can really do. There's no real like authentic stuff that's Mexican.
That's probably is.
But not fast food
Um,
though. Not-
yeah,
not
maybe
fast
not
food.
fast food.
Yeah, so I used to go there a lot, and like they usually do okay, but
What did you order?
sometimes
What
you go
what was your go-to order?
burrito, beef cordero,
Oh, yeah.
with
traditional
a solo. Yeah, you gotta have
Sounds
that.
very Mexican.
Yeah, so especially the solo.
Corona.
No,
Or some
No,
base-
but, like-
some bases.
they used to be pretty good though, and like the only problem was that a few times there was just a really shitty like chef on at the time, and so like then you could do like a really sloppy one. There was really like all the shit in it, and like lots of pico de gallo, and like really.
What is that?
It's like a salsa sauce that's like really, really sloppy. It makes it gross. Like, I always ask to get it off, but they always give it to me anyway. But like after a few
probably 'cause
times,
they hate you.
yeah, probably.
we see this guy,
One
you're
week, one week I went there for like every dinner time.
Well, okay.
Wow.
I reckon that just ruining. That's ruining the food.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that ruined me. So I can't go back there anymore.
But at the time, though, it was like
Yeah,
that was
it-
like your top.
that was
choice.
my thing. That was
Do you
my
have a
jam.
top choice now, or is it?
I
do you
don't-
go to lots of different places and just get different stuff?
Basically, like I go. I think even though it's bad for me, I like to go to Hungry Jack's, also known as Burger King in the States and New South Wales
And England.
and England. Yeah.
Oh really?
Because
Yeah,
they
Burger King.
because they have a really big ass burger, which is just really good. I think it's like $6, I think. Ultimate Double Whopper comes with like a shit ton of veggies and stuff. I can't have any burger that doesn't have like a shit ton of veggies on it because that just like helps me out with that.
But the same thing, you're going out Hungry Jack's and you're saying, "Oh, I want lots of veggies on it," but you're going to Hungry Jack's for that your source of vegetables.
Yeah, because it's cheap. Like if you want,
I hate Hungry Jack's. I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Why hate it?
I just don't like it anymore. I used to.
Yeah, but why?
It's just I don't like the taste.
So you used to enjoy the taste.
I didn't mind it. Like, it still wasn't my favourite fast food. Like, I could go to Hungry Jack's and oh, this is not too bad.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, no, don't go to Hungry Jack's.
Is your favourite another burger place? Like a different one?
Is it even burgers?
No, I wouldn't say my fast food's burgers.
What is it?
I'm going to say, probably controversial. It's probably KFC.
Okay, great. I have a great story about that. Do you want me to tell
Deep
it?
fried chicken heads.
Yeah, what's wrong? Oh, sorry, you're pretty much getting fried chicken in your curry.
Yeah, but
And I'm getting
at
like-
least mine's Japanese.
I'm getting like
somewhat okay.
Righto.
Japanese prepared.
Japanese, then you know they take pride in their work. They cut the slices.
Hey,
They cut the slices.
and
They cut the slices.
They make it with love.
They cut the slices.
KFC is
They
just
slice the
greasy
cuts.
teenagers like throwing your shit in a box and going, eat it.
Tastes so good.
Okay, I got a really good story about KFC.
They're going,
Which is why I don't eat it anymore. Like, not even popcorn chicken. Okay. When I was maybe 13 or so, I was walking down the street with, I think, my cousin, and he wanted to get something to eat, and there was just KFC in the area. And we got that.
Good choice.
We got like a family choice because it was pretty cheap. Like a family meal, which is like, I don't know, 17
family
bucks.
meal for the two of you.
Yeah, like $20 or something, and you get a shit ton of chicken.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we get that, like, and they're big chicken slabs, like they're like the size of a chicken. So like they just like hammer a chicken flat or something. I don't know. But we just started eating, and then all of a sudden, I like chomped down on a bone. I'm like, oh, a bone, shit. Put it out. It was like a tiny little vertebrae, like about the size of like, not even your pinky now, like half a pinky now.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then I started picking up about the chicken, little ribs.
Yeah.
Little more vertebrae, little collarbone. They had basically, okay, we picked out like a good few, like 4 sets of vertebrae, like complete spines. They'd obviously like put 4 chickens in front of them, like little chicks, and smashed them with a fucking hammer and threw it on the fry pan. So gross. I spewed up. It was, oh my
I
god.
don't use a fry pan. I deep fry.
Yeah, that's so,
They crushed these little baby chicks.
so much better.
And then just like shoveled them into deep fry.
I only say KFC because I had it yesterday. There's probably a better fast
and it
food.
was tasty.
Yeah,
I don't
that and I'm always iffy with chicken in the first place, so that's just.
But
KFC's
the
perfect
thing is with
storm.
KFC, you know they're not going to undercook it. They're just going to deep fry the shit out of it. It's going to be dry.
Yeah, but like,
Sometimes. I've always had good KFC.
and sometimes the one thing that irks me about KFC is the chips.
Oh, what?
The chips.
Oh, wait, even the
chips
consistency of the chips?
Yeah, the consistency
That's
is
a-
quite
that's a good
hit and
call.
miss,
That's a good
isn't
call.
it?
That's a good call.
Quite hit and miss because you can get
Yeah.
some terrible KFC.
Yeah, you can get some horrible ones.
Sometimes you can get some good ones because I like the seasoning that they put on it makes
that
it
chicken
pretty
salt,
tasty.
so
Yeah,
good.
the chicken salt is
We're
good.
counting like
But-
pizzas are in fast food as well, aren't we? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say any
Yeah.
good. There's no like, I wouldn't say an outstanding pizza.
Actually,
No.
because like
Eagle
well,
Boys.
Oh, no.
No?
according to our
They're all
definition of fast food, 0 to 10 minutes.
Pizza doesn't include it.
Does pizza get included in that one?
I think
Then
I think
do it-
it's a pass because everyone thinks of pizza.
Yeah, I'd say pizza.
Pizza is
You got it. Like
technically
Domino's,
fast
Eagle
food.
Boys.
It's a chain.
Yeah, it's
it
a
has
chain.
multiple servers.
Would you say like
But it
pizza
takes just
cases
a
and
little
like
bit longer.
crusts are like fast food? Because I reckon that's good, like good pizza.
But it's a chain. Multiple servers.
I think any place that you can call up and they'll either deliver or you pick it up, that's a fast food place.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't say any pizza places might pick though.
But do you ever call up McDonald's, place an order, and go?
I wish you could.
But like any place that you could, I think that classifies.
I wish you could order.
That's like a.
But then many restaurants have that though. Like regular restaurants, you call up and you say,
Would you like
"I
deliver?
want this meal," and then like some do, and some
That's true.
other ones you go in to pick up.
That's true.
Like I used to work in a Thai restaurant,
Yeah.
where they made the food
And takeaway, now takeaway.
and then and we'd be like, "All right, come over in like
Yeah,
half an hour."
there's like Indian place near
Yeah.
my house that does pick up, and there's also a sit-down restaurant.
Regardless, I think pizzas just get a free pass because
Yeah,
I think pizzas as
Yeah,
But would any of us
Pizza's
would any of
the
us put like pizza as one of our top 3 fast food places? Yeah.
like a place that just does
I
pizzas.
get
and
satisfied
garlic
a lot better with other
Yeah.
fast
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
rather than pizza. I'll have pizza if everyone else is having pizza.
Yeah.
But
Last time I had
just 'cause
pizza
it's
made me
easy.
sick, so
It used to be huge on Domino's, but their pizza just gross
Yeah.
now. Like
it's $5.
it used to be alright when you're just sort of binging and having a drink.
It's cheap.
Yeah, when you're having a LAN or something, you just want to get bulk pizza and Mountain Dew and then sit there and squeeze your pimples in the mirror. That's what everyone does, right? At Lion.
Yeah, that's what everyone
Okay,
is.
I said KFC because I just had it yesterday.
Ah,
What is everyone's thought on McDonald's? McDonald's is always a good throwback to like you can always go to
the
McDonald's.
classic.
It's a classic.
I think it's really fucking tasty. Like triple cheeseburger. Like fuck. Like, if I'm
Jesus.
feeling,
So you go to this place and get like the most disgusting burgers.
yeah. No, if I'm really feeling like I want something like I'm not feeling healthy at all. I just want to fucking pig out on some fat and some cheese and some good tomato
man.
sauce and shit.
Good tomato sauce.
Go to Macca's. It's just tangy, adds to the flavor.
I feel like you just use Heinz ketchup.
You could.
Yeah.
And then that's what they use.
But yeah, anyway, aside, you go to Macca's, get the greasiest thing there, and just
everything is greasy.
Shove it in your mouth.
Everything's greasy there.
Yeah, but there's a scale of greasiness. If you get a triple cheeseburger, that's what greasy.
I don't think I've ever had a triple cheeseburger.
I've never had a triple cheeseburger.
Really?
Because that sounds
I've never actually
triple
had
quarter
a
pounder.
tower burger, like a burger within a burger.
Big Mac?
Not within a burger, but a burger like on top of a burger. Yeah, I've never had a Big Mac
Nah,
style
neither.
burger before.
But you've had a Big Mac.
No, I've never had a Big Mac.
Wow.
I've
No, I haven't tried
I've
that.
never had a
What?
Big Mac
How
or
did you
like a
not try
tower
Big Mac?
burger.
Doesn't look interesting. It's
sorry.
got bread in the middle. It's
Didn't
dry
know.
as fuck.
The Big Mac is like it's like the
Why is it bread in the
traditional.
middle?
It's the
Because
traditional
it's like- it's
McDonald's
the-
burger.
Yeah, but I have never tried it.
I'm not saying I'm not more interested in why he hasn't tried it because it's bread in the middle. Righto.
Like, who cares about bread? Why is bread?
Oh, well, then you gotta have a burger.
bread is like the top and the bottom.
I'm talking about bread in the middle. Like, what's the point?
What do you mean? It separates. It makes
Why-
it like
why does it
two
separate
separate
it?
burgers, but like shoved on.
Are you gonna shove it, like split them in half? And
Okay, so if your Hungry Jack's stupid burger came with bread in the middle, would you not eat it then?
I'd go, what the fuck? I'd like, I don't know, take the bread out and eat it
You'd
separately.
throw it back in their face and be like, "Make me another."
I can't believe you never had a Big Mac. That's ridiculous.
I'm sure I've had like a bite or something, but I've never ordered
I've
it for
never had
myself.
Big
ridiculous.
Macs.
Like,
I've made Big Macs because I used to work at McDonald's.
Sure.
So I was 14
But
years
you
old.
didn't. No, well, I guess.
But I
working
never
on it, you
actually
would eat
had
it.
a Big Mac.
no.
And I never had any other tower burger. I've never had a tower burger from KFC.
No, I
Never
haven't.
had like a stacked burger
Just
from
the
anywhere
picture.
else really.
Just a picture of the Big Mac on like the
Never
screen.
had a double quarter pounder. Never had a triple
You're missing out on double
quadruple
quarter pounder.
quarter pounder.
No, I don't think the quarter
You mean
pounder's that.
pounder?
I don't think the quarter pounder's that
Have
interesting.
you guys had a pounder? Have a
Yes.
pounder before?
Yeah, I've seen a friend eat.
I just
that.
don't think they're that interesting.
No, I mean I haven't
I had
had
a
that, but
pounder.
I've seen a friend eat.
I just-
That's what I'm talking about, a pounder. It's a quadruple quarter pounder.
Yeah.
Just stacked on top of each other. It's just beef cheese, beef cheese, beef cheese.
horrible.
I've seen someone get a double pounder.
That's so stupid.
Jesus. That'd be like that.
Yeah, it was like yay, and they took about
I like how we're
25 minutes to eat it.
That's stupid.
That sounds like a good meal. I could go for that.
Wow, that sounds
No.
horrible.
No, I'm pretty
But
sure
Big Mac?
they almost died
bread?
diabetes.
No, you can't say bread because every hamburger consists of at least 2 pieces of bread.
What's the point in having
Actually-
bread in the middle of the burger?
In people complaining about bread, working at McDonald's, people actually used to order burgers without the bread.
Yeah,
So
because
we
like,
just-
because
we-
of gluten or no, or like
Oh yeah, something like that.
Like,
Like, we'd have to give them a clam with the just shit.
yeah, it's pretty much
just
like
a pile of shit
Yeah.
and like
do you eat
sauce.
fork and
Knife and
knife.
fork. Yeah, like just cut into it.
I've heard of this before.
They just
Yeah.
get like a stack of burger and cheese and sauce and lettuce or what have you. Everything that's in the burger, just without the bun.
Just go get a fucking meat salad or something.
a meat salad.
meat salad.
Can't you get that? I don't order something.
Yeah, no, okay. From your knowledge of vegetables, yes, a meat salad is probably what you would
That's the
order.
most general word for any like salad I've had.
Can I have a meat salad?
It just sounded to me like something that would be on a menu
Just
or
throw
salad
any
bar.
meat in
meat
that
salad.
salad
Can you
and
give me like a
a
meat
meat
salad?
salad.
Throw some patties on it.
Throw some patties on it.
Throw misc
and
in
some
there.
bread on
Throw
it.
some miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
No, but
meat.
what I'm trying to say is, what's the point of putting bread as a filling in burgers?
Because they give you 4. It's 2. I'm thinking a Big Mac. Yeah,
Is it?
I think so.
No,
What
I
was
think it
Two
was just
pieces
one
of bread
one.
in the middle.
It's not,
No.
What?
No,
It's like they give you
as in,
2
like, the
patties
burger.
each.
Yeah, the burger.
It's 2 and 2.
Okay, so it's
Are you sure it's 2 and 2?
I think so, isn't it?
Isn't it 1 and 1?
I thought it was 1 and 1, and then like lettuce, bread. I bet you the audience are probably
Yeah.
sitting there going like, "These guys are
Fucking
fucking
idiots.
retarded."
Yeah.
No audience.
Yeah, I'm
you
eating a
fucking
Big Mac
idiot.
right now, and it's clearly 2 patty, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 patty.
You guys.
Maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe
I don't think it's a double patty, or maybe it is.
because it's fairly. It's not like it's small, but like maybe it's not the shitty thin ones.
Yeah.
It must be the thicker ones.
No, No, I think it is the thin ones.
Maybe
I
it's
remember.
two then.
I seem to remember making them with the thin ones.
I can't remember.
Maybe it is.
I haven't had a Big Mac.
Maybe it is.
One big factor.
We should go get Big Macs.
I feel like if it was doubled, though, if it was 4 patties in the one burger, it'd be a lot more expensive than it is.
Do you
It is
guys,
fake.
hey, do you guys want to like pack up the stuff and go into the city and get a Big Mac
No.
and just like film on the phone?
No, I don't.
And you
want
can
to
I
do
don't
that.
feel like McDonald's. I had it the other night.
Yeah,
I
had a Mighty
I'm
Angus
full
burger.
anyway.
I had a Mighty Angus burger. That was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, so
I always go Mighty Angus when I go.
None of this bullshit fucking cheese.
Oh, man, I got some hot dogs in the
cheese.
fridge. I'm gonna eat them right now.
You sound like you're
Hot
very
dogs in the
unhealthy.
fridge.
Oh well, I'm not the healthiest. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so what are we
it's a
saying?
lifestyle
What are we saying is the best? Our favorite fast foods. Yours is Henaichi.
Hanaichi, Japanese crumbed chicken
Yeah.
curry.
Shane,
Hungry Jack's / Burger King.
you can just say Hungry Jacks.
Yeah,
People know.
Burger King.
Well, that
More
would be
universal.
ultimate.
We've got an
ultimate
international
double-
audience, Kim. You got to try and accommodate for that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ultimate double whopper.
Oh, yeah.
Is that your meal?
Yes.
From Hungry Jack's?
Ultimate double whopper. It comes with a shit ton of I think it comes with everything.
Comes with
It's
a lot
like
of
a
salad.
Everything
It's
except
like the
cheese.
Hot thing,
isn't
yeah.
it? Everything except cheese.
That's got cheese. Got
No, I
two
think it
cheeses.
doesn't have.
Does it have
I don't
tomato
think it has
sauce
cheese.
and
It's my
mayo?
favorite meal. I think I know.
Does it have tomato sauce and mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got lettuce,
like
tomato,
pickles and
and beetroot as
Yeah.
well.
Anyway, and yours. To wrap this all up,
I'll probably say KFC.
KFC. What meal?
Yeah.
I don't think we ever got to the point where you said.
Oh,
what
well,
meal was
yeah,
your
yeah.
favourite.
Usually I'd get the 5-star box, which is like $12,
Oh, yeah,
which has
yeah.
a lot of fucking food in it,
Yeah.
and it's very filling.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good chicken stuff in there.
I think
Very
actually
good
better than
chicken
the 5-star
spice.
box is the regular.
Well, I also have the
regular
ultimate
box.
Zinger box, the Twister box,
What is
the
it? Blended
Twister box.
chicken meat,
Twister box is good.
Yeah, just
chicken feet.
yeah.
Righto, cheese, meat, cheese.
That's better.
It's not. It's
Anyway, enough with
so
the
we
arguments.
really didn't decide what we decide which we like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Um,
your favorite?
Yeah.
Put it in
There
the
was
list
no
below.
objective answer to that question.
No, we just said that.
But,
No
you know,
worries. Here we go.
give us some comments and let us know.
Okay, quickly, out of the 3 of ours, how would you rate each other? It's like in order. Obviously,
Obviously
yours is
mine's the
1,
best.
but like who goes 2nd and 3rd?
KFC or Hungry Jack's.
Depends how hungry you feel. Though.
Really?
Actually, both of them are pretty filling. You got a 5-star,
Peacekeeper.
and
I'd say a 5-star box.
I'd say the 5-star box.
Yeah! Suck it.
No. So this is a podcast about people with
Personally.
shit taste.
Personally.
Yeah, you got the shit taste. 2 to 1 say you have the shit taste. Because I'm going to say
and,
KFC, Henaichi, Hungry Jacks.
Okay, whatever. I don't really eat Asian
And
stuff.
all that matters is I'm the winner. So on to the next topic.
Alright.
I got to say Henaichi's really good.
Hell yeah, it is.
Okay, so my topic, I guess?
Yep, on to yours.
Yeah,
So
okay,
I wanted to bring
whatever.
up the topic TV shows versus movie, I guess, to be blunt. There's obviously I'm not saying shit TV like The Block,
Okay.
or
It's a good movie.
it's a good movie, but I'm talking about TV shows. Idiots.
Wait, is The Block even a movie?
I think
Attack the Block.
Attack the
Attack the Block.
Attack
yeah,
the
but the Block. Just the Block. Imagine if that wasn't
I didn't like Attack the Block. It was
I would
pretty shit.
kill myself.
So, but like, I'm not saying was that reality TV? That is.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I'm saying like
episodic.
drama, Breaking Bad, House of Cards, Orange Is the New Black, True Detective,
Game of Thrones.
that type of TV versus movies. Like I saw Hercules recently.
When Kim brought this up, Shane and I's initial reaction was apples and oranges.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Can't really
two
compare 'em.
fairly different things. However, after a bit of discussion, we came to the point where some stories in general are better told
As
in
TV
certain
shows.
formats.
Yeah.
So, depending on most books do well as movies. However, with Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones is a perfect example where
Song of Ice and Fire.
yeah.
That's a perfect example of a story that is told a lot better with a TV show.
TV show, yeah.
But that's more to the case of the fact that
How the book's written.
how the book's written, how many different characters there are, how many different events.
The thing is,
there
like, you
are.
could have done
There's a lot to cover.
Game of
You
Thrones
can't do it
as
as a
how many
movie.
books are there now? 7.
Yeah, you can't do that as a movie. I don't think it
You
would
don't,
work.
think, you don't think if they could have done 7
don't-
Harry Potter?
No,
Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
No, but think of the amount of characters,
They'd have to
events,
miss out.
settings.
They'd have to miss out on a lot.
They'd have to miss out so much. And
Yeah.
they'd have to because with Game of Thrones, there isn't a central character to the story.
No, I know that. I agree.
Harry Potter, there is.
Yeah, there's
Harry Potter,
Potter.
you're following
Harry.
3 guys.
Hey, good point.
2 guys and a gal
Mm.
Yeah.
throughout the
Pizza
entire
place.
time.
That was a good TV show. Sorry.
I remember that TV show.
There you go.
No, we said Pizza Place. Shut your mouth.
I read Pizza over Hungry Jacks. Just saying.
I actually do as well. Shit days.
Just getting shit on today.
Okay, so yeah, we have Game of Thrones, which doesn't have a central character. It has a lot of different characters and a lot of different events and settings. Harry Potter is, few central characters, and mainly there's just this one story arc about
and then certain stories per
and
book.
Death Eaters and whatnot. So yeah, I think obviously the Harry Potter series. Well, I don't know if it's obvious, but the Harry Potter series is better told within the movie format because the way the story is told. And
Well, they condense all the important things.
yeah,
Which movies do.
Just did away with all the stupid filler, which
I enjoyed the books though.
But the thing is, with Game of Thrones, a lot of pretty much everything that's written is
Nearly told.
Needs
Obviously,
it's
they've
incredible.
adjusted it. The TV show is different in certain places to the books.
Yeah.
Like certain characters dying and stuff
Well,
like that.
that's the other thing is that TV shows and movies take the liberty of because it's a different medium because they're retelling a story, but in their own way they start to take liberties with that story and start to change things around, pull some strings here and there. So it ends up being a slightly different experience
Yeah, that's true.
to what you experienced within the book,
Yeah.
the story that you had in your mind.
What I think is that things like formats or scripts with a lot of characters and a lot of things happening between those characters serve better in episodic things than movies. With movies, you want to be following maybe one or two groups at the most, like Lord of the Rings style, like Frodo, and then going back to Aragorn and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
At the most, and then for stuff like the Friends TV show or Seinfeld and stuff like that. There's a lot of characters doing a lot of different things, and you've got to cut between them. That's more suited to episodic stuff, I think.
Well, let's go into sitcoms. I'm not really including sitcoms in this topic.
Yeah, more like dramas.
Dramas.
Because sitcoms, it's a bit different.
Because sitcoms, you don't have to watch when we say episode House of Cards and Game of Thrones. You kind of need to watch that in order. You could watch a random episode of Friends and not really be disjointed from the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
you can't watch a random episode of House of Cards and be like,
oh yeah, I get it.
oh yeah.
And it's you can't walk into the middle of a movie and go, well, I know what's happened.
I think that though Breaking Bad could have easily been a movie. There's not a whole lot of characters to
I
follow.
disagree. I don't think that would have worked. It could have worked as a movie.
Cool.
It could work as a movie.
Actually, it could work as a movie if everything was super condensed. And
Yeah.
But then you
He
can't.
finds
But you
out
don't,
he has cancer in the first 10 minutes.
the opening scene is him.
And then they do a big montage.
of him just making drugs.
I don't even mean everything that happened in every season packed into one movie.
Yeah,
I mean
You mean all
even
the
multiple
important
movies.
Oh right.
Even like a Harry Potter
Like a
sort of
series type.
serialized thing. Not serialized.
So maybe 3 2-hour movies.
Yeah, 3 movies. I'd say 3 2-hour movies.
So I don't think that would do it justice.
One would cover the first 3 seasons, then 3
See,
seasons per or something like that.
So I don't.
There's a lot that happens.
There's a lot of things that happen in those.
Thing about Breaking Bad is that it was written specifically for TV.
Yeah.
It didn't have a book or anything that came before.
I'm sure if it was written specifically for movies, they could make it work as well. But
Yeah, probably. They
Probably,
could,
yeah,
if they
I-
wrote it for a movie,
I'm not saying they couldn't.
It could work.
Which is why I think me and you were saying this is a lot of apples and oranges.
Yeah, I'm
because
not
there's
saying
time.
I prefer one or the other.
Yeah.
I'm just saying sometimes one is better than the other.
What's more effective at telling stories? You
Probably
got to try and
episodic.
define.
Well, episodic probably TV shows are probably. But see, the thing is, some movies tell awesome stories. So it's
I think movies are the best storytelling medium
Right, because it's condensed.
because you're never taken out of the action. You're never taken out of the context.
But
always
you read
do it.
books though and think
Sometimes movies can be boring as fuck.
that's
Yeah,
that was
but-
one thing I was going to say. Some movies are shit.
Yeah.
And so for an example, I watched Hercules recently. It's not the best movie. It's a 6 out of 10. Then I watched
If you rated it.
if you rate if you watch a season of House of Cards, I'd be like, wow, this is so much better. They have less money to use for one, over a span of a Netflix
budget.
Yeah, the budget's much smaller on House of Cards,
Yeah.
I'd say. But I find it's obviously a different type of stories. They're not the same type of movie, but that was more interesting than Hercules. Some movies can be told horribly and they have this massive production value, but something that's more it's a TV show. can be told much better. Like,
Yeah, I'm talking more like okay, so say you're trying to follow a storyline in the traditional format of a serialized TV show, like once a week.
yeah,
In between watching those shows, you might forget things, or you'll be taken out of the context, or you'll forget
That's
certain
why they have.
important
That's
things.
why they have that that little summation before they. Sometimes they have that
Sometimes.
summation.
well, even like some
before
shows now, like, well, I'm gonna bring up House of Cards because like I love that show.
Yeah, yeah.
That gets released all at once.
Yeah.
And you binge watch it. You can. You don't have to, but you could just binge watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you get that whole story in one weekend or something.
Yeah, unless you're binge watching, I think
Yeah, like,
movies are always going to be better at storytelling.
Sure.
Yeah, because like you could watch like 3 episodes of a season, and then
Have to wait.
Yeah, maybe like, or maybe you have to work or something, or like you have
Sure.
you have prior engagements that take up a few days of your time, and then you come back and you're like, wait, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, especially on
Who's
breaks
that
between
guy?
seasons.
What happens here?
Well, one perfect, I guess, was the Breaking Bad season 5. That's half the season is this year, half the season is the next year.
Yeah,
That made me want, like, oh, why are they doing this? But when I came back to the start of the second half of season 5, I was like, I still remember quite a lot, even though I hadn't watched it in a while.
yeah.
Hey, and also, like, if you're watching a TV show which is ongoing, what if it gets cut? You never see the ending. With a movie, that's getting made no matter what.
Yeah.
You always
Well, like,
try to see
I'm
it.
using
that's
examples of TV shows that have have
So, like,
potential endings.
already made.
Yeah,
endings.
like I mean, obviously House of Cards has another season, so there's other shows like Game of Thrones and stuff. But like the storytelling so far, I'm gonna say like what they've told so far is can be better than certain movies.
Yeah, well,
I'm not like you're saying like if it gets cut, you
It's-
don't end that story. Sure,
it's
but,
it's a tough discussion because like
They're quite different.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
exactly.
quite different, and it's like it's written quite differently and it's handled quite differently by the creative team. So it's a bit like you have movies that are great, you have movies that are shit, you have TV shows that are great, you have TV shows that are shit.
But I think there's more great TV shows than there are movies these days.
Well, I think there are a
Yeah,
lot
these
more
days.
TV shows than there are movies.
Yeah, I know there's also at the same time, but like.
I think it's pretty.
But like this kind of goes back to when we discussed last week that you didn't hear because Shane didn't turn on the microphone properly.
I recapped it.
Like when I was talking like is the movie experience dead, because it kind of ties into that because like you can watch a lot of awesome TV shows and have that awesome like storytelling and stuff, and don't have to go to the movies for 1.5 hours or 2 hours anymore. So like, I'm just thinking there's really good TV now compared to like there was good TV before, I guess, like Sopranos and like the first 2 seasons are Lost. The rest is Lost is horrible. I don't like the rest of stuff Lost. I don't like it.
I never even watched it.
I never watched the end of it.
Yeah.
I
never watched the beginning.
I only watched half the season one.
I watched the first 2 seasons when they were actually legitimately lost, and then there was like smoke monsters and bullshit like that. I didn't.
And you were like,
All
"Oh,
there.
And like Prison Break, he the first season, I'm going to break out of prison, and then the next season he's back in prison. Like, what the fuck happened there?
Yeah.
How did he get caught again? I don't know. I didn't watch the second season, but I mean, I'm just like, when I say TV shows versus movies, I'm like there's obviously some. You can't have some movies to TV shows. I don't think. Like you couldn't have like The Avengers as a TV show.
Yeah, you could.
I think it'd be shit.
well,
You know, like I'm going back to I'm like
you
maybe
could, but if you made the Avengers, as in like, I don't know, they took on new adventures and different things. And
But I was like, if you
different
the plot
arcs,
of the
all
movie
time.
in a TV show,
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Guys,
obviously.
in the next 5 years, I bet you'll see superhero TV shows. Like
Wait,
more,
what do you
more,
got?
more and more
What
and
do you
more.
have?
Like
What do you
there's
got?
Archer now, isn't there?
Archer.
Or whatever you call it.
Arrow.
And it's just going to be more and more and more. There's going to be one for like Superman, one for Iron Man.
There already has
one
been
for
one There's
Thor.
Smallville.
Oh yeah, there was.
Smallville,
Smallville.
Arrow. We're getting a Flash TV show.
It's already
We're getting a
begun.
Batman TV show.
Oh, it's already begun.
There'll probably be a Green.
And we had the
Lantern
animated
TV
shows back in there.
Fuck.
Yeah, we had
Batman animated series.
TV show.
I meant more like
Spider-Man.
Live actions.
like live action
action.
sort of stuff,
Oh,
like
okay.
Avengers.
Well, we're getting
Yeah.
We're getting Daredevil. We're getting.
Oh,
I
God.
can't remember the other Marvel ones they were doing. We're getting
Yeah,
Constantine.
It's happening now.
Yeah,
because
like that. This
everyone's
is the
like,
era.
oh,
Milk
wait.
the money.
So this is kind of going as well. Like this is the era where TV shows are becoming.
Shit.
Like no, you idiot.
No, they're not. They're not.
They're getting
shit.
better
Yeah.
because like people are probably going to watch more TV than movies now. Like there's the big tentpole movies like Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, and stuff like that. But then in between, there's the Shield shit. But I mean, like there's good TV shows. Like potentially the Gotham TV show is going to be awesome.
potentially.
I haven't watched Arrow. A lot of people say it's good. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched a bit of Arrow, and
apparently the first season's not that good.
Yeah,
the second season.
That's kind of like.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like if you're gonna stick around for a TV show, it's got to be able to catch you and hold you.
True.
You can't like. That's why the first episode is so important for a TV show. The pilot episode. If that
But sometimes you have to stick up. You just have to stick.
Yeah, but like you can't rely on that. Though.
That's
like if you want to get a great base audience, you've got to make a really good first impression. Otherwise, you're going to lose half of the amount of people who would have watched a TV show if your first episode was any good.
What?
Like
No, sorry.
even if like the second half of your first season is really awesome. If the first half of the first season is shit, then like they're not going to stick around to watch the second half, are they? They're not going to be invested enough in the story to get to that point where they're like, oh wait, now things get good. Like, why even bother sitting around for the first half? Therefore, you won't get the story.
I think as well, like enough comic book nerds are going to watch it. Arrow.
Yeah.
They're going to stick through it, and then potentially, I think like a lot of people watched Arrow. I remember watching the ads for Channel 9. It was always him doing that lifting thing.
Yeah.
You can see his abs. That's what obviously appealed to the general audience. Yeah.
Exactly. Like they used his physique to appeal to
women, really.
Women.
Lots of hot chicks.
Yeah, pretty much. Like. It's just annoying.
And realistically, when you think of Game of Thrones, like the things that they use for ads is Daenerys dragons, potential sex scenes.
Daenerys like getting into the bath.
Oh, just Daenerys with the dragons. No.
That's in so many promos.
Is it? I don't. I just watch Game of Thrones because I know it's good.
Daenerys' ass was in so many promos.
Really?
Yeah, you know the scene where she like strips down for the bath.
Okay.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah, because sex sells.
That's simple.
Hey, do you guys think that like the TV show industry will just keep going to new forms of media for inspiration instead of like creating its own ideas? Like they've tapped into comics,
like comics,
books. They go tap into video games.
Well,
next.
it's like
I don't think video games will translate to a good TV show.
I think Last of Us is going to become a TV show.
That's becoming a movie.
a movie.
And now it's going to become a TV show after that. I bet you.
No. How can they do? No,
I don't think it would work.
I don't
as
think
a TV
so.
show.
It wouldn't work as a TV show
because it just doesn't have.
Like playing the game, there's not enough.
It would work a lot better as a movie. That's what I mean about certain stories work a lot better as movies and TV shows. Mm-hmm. It would work a lot.
Like if we're just taking the story of The Last of Us into a TV show and like
unless they did Last of Us from the point of view of like a number of survivors.
If they did it not like the main shoot story, sure.
If
they
did
could
like
do
an
that.
offshoot stories,
or like a prequel, or like a.
But like if we were just like for the basic idea of it, if you took the story of The Last of Us and put that into a TV show, I don't think that would work.
I don't mean like a direct like...
No, I understand. I'm just saying like if we were going to do that, or like if someone was going to do that, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I just think
that's why it works as a movie.
I think
the game is a movie anyway, like an interactive movie.
I think in the next few years you're going to see a lot more like TV shows which are based off of other media than you are original ones.
I'm just trying to think what other media, like comics are probably the best example.
More books, more comics.
Oh, books, yeah.
But the thing is, it's like books and like written materials has always been the main inspiration of those
for movies in the first place.
Moving pictures.
The moving
as
picture
they
shows
call them.
In the back of my day.
But like I can't really think of any movie that stands out in my head, like recently anyway, that is like an original sort of idea that didn't come from like some kind of source material.
There's a few like
I guess there's that.
Is Fair based on anything?
No, I don't think it is.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a good point. But there's also that Lucy movie.
The one with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, from the guy who made The Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, that when she has drugs and she gets like 100%.
Which is fucking retarded because that's not true. So
what? That she can't access 100% of her brain or something?
Well, humans use their full potential of their brain from the get go. We don't use
whatever she's doing, but like
that right there.
It's so fucking retarded.
That reminds me of that other movie.
Out every single time.
Well, that reminds me of the movie that Bradley Cooper is in. Limitless, yeah.
But that's like just a drug that sort of enhances your perceptions and allows you to access your.
I haven't seen Lucy, but I mean, like that seems like if I had to compare from what I've just seen in the trailers, which is really unfair on Lucy. But I mean, like.
Well,
Limitless seems
not really. Like it's their marketing campaign. It's how they want to.
Yeah, but like Limitless seems like more realistic
Yeah.
Lucy seems like it's a bit too far-fetched.
Yeah,
Even though
exactly.
they're grounded in reality. Like,
from what I've gathered from Lucy, anyway, it's just like, how does she access 100% of her brain?
because like she's smuggling drugs, and they somehow activate. So she gets smashed, like kicked the shit out of her, and some of the drugs leak into her body, and then that's her brain.
What drugs?
Some super drug. I don't know. The limitless. I'm going to say the limitless drug.
Limitless drug.
The NZZ,
she just gets like
whatever they call
ultimate
it.
version of that.
Yeah.
So she gets CODs and then she just fucking...
But essentially, she starts like seeing the Matrix.
And she can do telekinetic stuff. Sometimes.
Yeah, she apparently like she can see the source code of the universe and shit.
If you guys
But
like,
it's just like-
if you guys like it, I'm sorry, but that sounds so gay.
Yeah,
Well, I haven't-
it
I haven't
sounds really retarded, and the whole every time I see the tagline on
What is the tag?
advertisement post, it's like the tag. It's so stupid. The tagline is people can only use 10%.
Oh, fuck off.
10% of their
Already,
brain.
I'm saying fuck off.
Today she will use.
Oh, yeah,
today
yeah,
she'll
yeah,
use
yeah.
100, and I'm like,
That's the worst, like, stupid idea that's been perpetuated
Most
lately.
stupid idea.
the worst stupid.
The most widespread stupid idea.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
There's a lot of
it's
other
a
movies
stupid-
out there.
It's a myth. It's a myth that's been debunked. I don't know how many times, but people still think it's true.
Like, in some cases, it's not too bad, like, getting back to the topic, like, of that I started, which is basically just, like, things taking inspiration from other media all the time. One of my favourite movies is Blade Runner. I think that is my favourite movie.
Yeah.
And that takes inspiration from What Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Inspiration not completely based on it, albeit, but, like, you know, it's still the same sort of similar concept and theme. But, like, I think when you're too busy looking for, like, a safe IP to sort of, like, make a movie off of or a TV show off of,
Well, I think
it sort of, like, diminishes
Yeah,
creativity. It's really, like...
I think
Yeah.
where like that's where I think TV shows are excelling. Like they're taking more risks, but movies aren't.
Yeah.
I think because like yeah, we saw Hobbit. They could have done that in one movie, maybe one really long ass movie. They decided, we'll make 3 movies.
Or maybe 2 movies.
Yeah, 2 movies, whatever. But like we'll make 3 movies of that.
Like,
Of an IP, of like a thing.
compact the
Like, well, we
genre.
know the Hobbit from the
You
book.
could
Yeah.
do it in one movie. Fuck.
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You've
But
seen the size of the book. It's like yay.
it's not yay. It's
What? Literally yay.
It's like half a Lord of one of the Lord
Yay.
of the Rings books.
That's how big the Hobbit book is, and they've stretched that into
3 movies.
Peter Jackson
3-hour length movie.
Guys,
Yeah.
Peter Jackson wants money.
That's exactly right. That's the thing. Like,
What do you
as
mean?
you were saying, like they're not taking like the movie. I think the movie industry is not taking risks because they're relying on. I guess the Guardians is kind of a risk, but like it's not really because it's Marvel.
Because it's the same people who did the Avengers.
They're relying on existing IP, which is why.
But, like, I think
they're
the Guardians
gonna
is-
video games eventually.
Guardians is it's not a well-known IP as compared to like the Avengers.
Yeah.
But like still, that they know that's probably going to be like one of
The only problem that I see with those mediums turning to video games, as you say, or
Like anything that's
That
not an
anything.
original idea.
is that because the general public see video games as
kids' playthings.
yeah.
Oh, not anymore.
Well, no, they still do.
The generic.
The general populace still
Like
see video
amongst
games
amongst
as-
us,
as
we
the
have
same.
friends that love games. I have friends that aren't into games. They wouldn't see like, oh, do you know the Uncharted game? Do you want to see those movies? Like, I have no. That sounds stupid.
Yeah,
it's a game.
Like,
it's a movie.
but, like,
I think the general populace, if they saw an advertisement for a movie based on a video game, they would immediately think that's going to be
kid's
immature
movie.
and childish, and it's going to be stupid.
I think now it's getting a little bit more accepted, but yeah, I think I agree with you. I think that in 5 years, 10 years, no, I think it's going to be completely
Hopefully.
mainstream. Just
Well,
like
I
you,
hope
you,
so.
you hope my time out. Like you say, oh yeah, I read comics. Oh cool, do you like the Avengers?
They've really sort of
That's what-
increased the
I think that's where-
popularity of those
honestly.
characters and stuff. But also like that's kind of been around for a long time though, because
Yeah, as soon as a video
back
game,
in back in the 60s and 70s and stuff, you had like Spider-Man was pretty popular and
Batman, the Adam West Batman.
yeah, like Batman was always a popular character, TV show, movie. Like he's had I don't know how many fucking movies.
I've stopped it because we might just run this.
Yeah, and that's always been fairly popular. But video games, because it's so
niche.
yeah,
It's
it's
been niche
quite
for-
niche
it's been
and
niche for a while.
it's quite new. It's just I think it might take a little bit longer.
yeah, but you
for
can't
that
you
to
can't
happen.
deny it's going to happen though.
I think
Well,
yeah,
I think the thing that needs to happen is we need a good video game movie. There hasn't been one yet.
No.
hopefully the Warcraft movie will change that.
Or the Last of Us movie.
Wait, Warcraft movie?
Warcraft movie.
Or the potential Uncharted movie.
That's like one of the reasons why I was
Is
like
Sam Raimi doing that one?
I think Well,
Sure.
Warcraft movie.
Yeah.
No.
Who was-
Duncan Jones, son of David Bowie, who wrote and directed Moon.
Oh, Moon.
Oh no, Sam Raimi's
Moon being a
doing.
great movie.
Sam Raimi's doing that.
That's why I'm really excited. And he also did Source Code.
That's
movie
good.
with Jake Gyllenhaal. But that's why I'm really excited about the Warcraft movie, because it's in the hands of someone who's quite.
Is it based on the
talented.
world of Warcraft? Like,
No.
just Warcraft.
This is what people are so ignorant about, which really pisses me off.
Ignorant.
Well, I'm asking a question. Do you know the answer? Yeah, ignorant.
No, it was about like I go into like IGN forums and shit, and there's like
Well,
posts
that's just gonna be instant flame.
Yeah, of course, but like it's still the sort of general public idea. Like you get the idea of it. It's like even YouTube comments and shit. It's
sure.
retarded, but it's what people think. And when they see like stuff about the Warcraft movie, they instantly think World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And they instantly think, oh, it's shit because World of Warcraft shit.
And that's the stigma
That's
video
like,
games have when you tie it to movies and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
you're saying like people.
I'm not
going to
watch the Warcraft movie because it's going to be shit because it's about World of Warcraft, which is a shit game. Therefore, blah blah blah.
So I think that's why I think the stigma of like you think people are going to be accepted. I just can't see that happening any. So, 10 years maybe.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Because like, there's not been a good video game movie. I hope The Last of Us, the Warcraft movie, the Uncharted. I think they're doing Uncharted.
It doesn't even take a good video game movie. It just takes a good
This is
video
doing an
game.
Assassin's Creed movie as well.
Yeah, that's got Fassbender in it.
Yeah.
So,
It just takes the most dumbed down, accessible video game ever made by probably BioWare or
no.
something. eventually.
Like, what if Call of Duty was a movie? That would sell. That would do so well.
Yeah, it
Because
would.
a majority of people would go see an action movie that you kill people,
Yeah, well,
an army movie, like.
And everyone knows Call of Duty.
Exactly. So I don't know why Call of Duty is not a movie, because that would
that's what I'm just thinking.
like why that would
Why
just
have
make,
they not cashed in on that?
they Active Blizzard would just make even more money than they already have.
Yeah.
Don't encourage them.
No, but I'm thinking,
I
what
know,
if they
I think it could be pretty cool.
what if they did a good? But then everyone recognised, oh, game movies can be good.
It'd be the most generic movie ever.
Yeah, but it would have the name Call of Duty on it, and would appeal to like we know as gamers like Call of Duty shit, not shit. I like Call of Duty. But it's okay.
It's alright.
The new one looks good.
All the 13-year-olds will go see it.
Yeah,
It's good.
except it'll be rated
Like
MA.
R or MA.
Hopefully.
I just hope it'd be a hard R movie.
Yeah.
Stabbings. And
But it
stuff.
won't be because they know their audience.
So
and
they're probably
they
like
know
an
that
M.
They'll make it a fucking M.
Yeah.
So it'll be
I haven't
like
seen any
shitty,
M- I
shooty
haven't seen any-
explosions.
Yeah, you won't
but
see
like no
on-
blood
yeah.
or no brutal deaths. Or
Kills
anything
are
like
focus.
that. And it'll be the classic, guy trying to destroy the world and elite team. Going
You know how
there to-
Hunger Games was
Okay.
PG?
Was it?
Yeah,
I didn't like the first
Yeah,
one.
the way they did that was
I
just
didn't
have all kills off screen,
Yeah.
basically, and just like sounds or whatever, but just like off screen kills.
Yeah.
That's the requirement.
To make it as accessible as possible.
Yeah, so I think
But
that,
then the new one was like M, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think so
I think.
because they were trying to pull in the audience that reads the books.
Maybe because like by the time the audience saw the second one, they were old enough to be seen M movie.
Probably.
Yeah. And
Probably.
Mockingjay is like. I don't know.
I'm not interested in that series.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like it. I don't like that whole universe. I saw the first movie. Like, this is stupid.
What, Hunger Games?
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, I hate all of it.
It just reminds me of the Japanese movie where they kill each other.
Oh, that's,
50 Shades of Grey is getting a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. Have you seen it, fellas?
With Ryan Gosling.
With what?
Is it Ryan Gosling?
No, it's not.
Who's the main guy?
I don't know. There's two unknown actors. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I recognize the chick from something, but the dude I've never seen before.
So all your mums are going to go to that movie and start
No, all the
fucking slicking in the aisles.
all
and
the guys around our
running
age
a
will see
river
it.
of-
All the girls around our age will go see it. All
no,
the-
no.
and all the mums.
30, 40-year-old
mums.
will go see
It'll be like the audience will be mums, and then
It'll be the
teenage
same
girls.
audience that went and saw
Twilight.
Twilight.
Yeah.
So when it comes out,
30, 40-year-old women.
your mum,
Teenagers.
your mum and your sister
A
will be
few
sitting there
teenagers, but mostly
helping
30,
each other
40-year-old.
out. You know,
No. That's
imagine that.
But like, like working at the cinemas. That was the audience
Yeah,
that
okay,
came
fair
in.
enough.
Then I was working at Gold Class, so
they're only rich people.
Yeah.
Rich people before that, so you know.
but still.
That's so.
Rich
I'm
old
guessing
people.
you didn't think of a topic exactly in that time.
No, I
So-
think we had a good discussion anyway.
That's
So we,
pretty good.
we ran that one a bit long.
Yeah.
We probably have a bit of spare time. on
Did
our
we?
hands.
It's only like 40 minutes, wasn't it?
Oh, we ran that one a bit. I stopped the time at
Yeah, like
Sometime.
It's alright.
ran a bit over maybe
like
25
5
minutes.
minutes or something.
But yeah, it was good
Do
discussion.
we have any other quick fire topics while we're here?
Fire topics. I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain and TF2.
Oh yeah,
Risk of Rain.
Risk of Rain.
Risk of Rain is like a game made in Game Maker that was released on Steam a few months ago.
Oh, it's gaming.
Really fucking well. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I know the guy who made it.
Oh, yeah.
And he was posting updates and like
personally, or you just like
not personally, like I know like his process. I was there and watching him like, oh, what do you think of this? Download this, have a go, that sort of stuff. So I was really interested in like the design process and that, and it was interesting to watch him make it. But yeah, he actually made it all in Game Maker and he put it online. It's done really fucking well.
Yeah, it's a good game.
And then I've actually I haven't played TF2 at all. Like
you just said you were playing TF2.
No, I mean like back when it came out and when it was a thing that was exploding, and then I came back to it now and just have a look at it. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty fucking imbalanced, but it's doing alright.
I never really got into TF2. I played it a bit and I was like, no.
It's the sort of game where it was great.
I'm just not the best PC shooter.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
But
Yeah,
I'm not.
What have you guys been playing anyway?
Counter-Strike. Last of Us Remastered.
Yeah, so I've been just playing nothing. Nothing really.
The nothing game.
Been working.
Yeah.
Just been like working and then getting home and like sleep.
Have you guys played Minecraft in a while?
No.
I never actually played Minecraft in the first place.
At all?
Yeah, I did play Minecraft, but I didn't like Minecraft.
You should see what the game is about now. Like this.
Oh, I know it's
so much
ridiculous
shit now. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's
I just played
it's completely changed.
that's the type of game that I can understand why people play, but I can't play it.
I can't. I just can't get into it.
Back in the day, I used to play it to build stuff interestingly, and I did that a bunch, and I got that out of my system, and so I never played the game again. But now I've picked it up again, and there's actually things to do in the single player mode, which are actually interesting.
There's objectives.
There's objectives. There's little missions. There's things you can do for people. There's trading. There's saving a village.
And there's an underworld and
all the different
and all that stuff.
So there's a lot of content now, and I've been playing that a bit, and that's actually a lot of fun.
Cool.
I have been thinking about getting that Last of Us remaster because I need something to play until September when Destiny comes out. But
good game.
And
It comes with the Left Behind.
I know. I played that. Did you play that before though?
No, yet to play it. But I watched my brother play it a bit.
Oh, that's good. I don't know. Cause, I already played the game, and I already played the Left Behind. It's do I need to play it again?
But it's remastered. Yeah, but more pixels.
It looked awesome on the
60 FPS.
I know it's 60 FPS. You can lock it at 30.
It's pretty good. Sometimes frame rate drops a little bit.
Yeah, I can imagine when there's
most of the time it's pretty good.
I just don't know. How much it's like $60 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
I just don't know. It's fairly cheap though for a game.
Yeah.
But
we bought it on the PlayStation Store. So.
Oh, you got it? Oh no.
And it's like 55. Yeah.
Cool. That's all. It's like 50 gigs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge
hefty download.
It took us like 2.5 hours to download it.
But you can start downloading it and play while it's downloading. Yeah.
No.
Really?
It has to install first.
Hey, you know how David had
They don't have the streaming thing, I don't think yet.
Oh,
They're gone.
You know how David had that one idea where he's building spaceships and stuff modularly?
Yeah.
I've been playing a game called Terratech, which is basically that.
Oh yeah.
Except it's sort of ground vehicles and stuff.
It stole the idea.
No, they actually just funded their Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Within a few minutes, they managed to get it. It's pretty good.
Cool.
And they're a really good team, and they've done it. It's in Unity as well, so they're doing pretty well. And it's a really fun game. You can everything modular. You have little cubes and stick them together. Then they have little wings you can stick onto the cubes, and little different tires and different weapons and stuff. And they all contribute to a weight value. You have to be under a weight value to fly, and you've got to have wings and certain lift. It's physics-based, randomly generated levels and cars and stuff like that, which you have to fight to get their parts, and then build up your car.
Sounds like Lego.
And then cars are spawned which have the same sort of power level as your car, and you're going to try and beat them to get the biggest fucking car. Or you can build like a rocket or a spaceship and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, so plug that Terratech. And also...
No, you're plugging that.
I'm plugging that.
Don't tell them to plug that.
I'll plug it.
They can, but you're plugging it.
No, well, I'm plugging it.
Yeah,
so that's just end of discussion. But yeah, and it's also got a really cool feature. You can take a screenshot of your car, and it includes all the metadata of your car's specs in the PNG file that you generate.
Oh, yeah.
And you share that on Twitter, and then you can actually save that and put it in your folder from Twitter, and then you can load up that car in the picture, from the metadata in the PNG.
Wow.
Really cool little thing.
That's awesome.
It's there's a special name for it, chromatography, or something which just means storing data in an image, right? And that's what they've done here, and it looks really fucking cool. It's those QR codes.
Yeah.
Basically that,
but in like a picture.
In a picture of the thing you're driving around. So it's got a preview and the data for that. So you can share cars and stuff like that.
So you can just like download someone's car by them posting an image of their car on social media.
Yeah, it's such a cool little game. Such a cool, like really small team, but they've done so much with it, and it's so much fun. So download that if you haven't. It's really good. It's on Steam for a free demo, and early access is coming in a few months.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Pretty much it.
That's it.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Right. You have to do the episode.
The outro. What's the outro?
I don't know. Find us on Twitter. Blah blah.
Twitter handles. You
can skip to a topic. Remember? I don't think I forgot to mention that at the start.
You did, but they know by now.
There's only 2 topics today.
2 topics this week.
Yeah. Super topics and the leech. So put a link to the leech.
What am I? No.
Leech link.
So today we've discovered that Hungry Ducks is the worst fast food. Essentially.
I'm just not going to listen to you guys.
And she's the best.
And
so, what do you think about Hungry Jacks?
It's shit.
And that's
See you next week.
See you next week.